English Vietnam. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And first of all, can you introduce about yourself and about Seattle?
So, I am Denise Romero. I have worked here in Seattle for almost 3 years.
Yes.
As of now, I am the head teacher of Seattle.
Yeah.
I have been the head teacher for a year already. Seattle, as what I have known, Seattle has been here 6 or 7 years already. And so far, it's good. We have 3 programs. We have ESL, TOEFL, and TOEIC programs.
Yes.
So, that's it.
And can you tell me about the curriculum for the TOEFL and the IELTS?
Actually, we don't have IELTS, we have ESL. Okay, for our ESL program, when students come, the moment they come, the day after, they take a diagnostic test. Okay, the diagnostic test is for us to check what level already the student is. So, when they finish the test, we give them the levels, and so we know what books to give them.
Yes.
So they have 4 individual classes. That's reading, listening, speaking, and writing.
Yeah.
And they have 3 group classes. But we give, there is like a special program for those students who are really very basic. For example, a student who comes here, no knowledge of English or very basic.
Yeah.
So what we do is, that student cannot be in a group class because he or she will have a hard time. So instead of having 7 classes, we give them 5, but all individual.
Yeah.
It's the choice of the student what the extra class would be. It can be grammar, it can be another speaking class, or others. So that's the ESL. For TOEFL program, we still have the 4 major classes: reading, speaking, listening, and writing. And we also have 3 group classes. The choices of the 3 group classes are academic lecture. This will be talking about purely academics. These are lectures. So we have 4 modules for that. So after the student finishes that class, he or she can move to another class. So one module, he can finish that 1 month. So that's it. And we also have our native speaker. Those are group speaking classes. We also have grammar classes, group classes. We also have group speaking classes for with Filipino teachers.
Yes.
Am I speaking too fast? Is it okay? Okay.
And if what is the most? Can you tell me one thing? One advantage and one disadvantage of it?
What do you mean in regards to what? Classes?
Yeah, classes.
Nowadays, because actually our markets are changing. Before, when I started Seattle, most of our students were Koreans. And then lately, especially last year and this year, we had a lot of Japanese students. So I can only compare 2. Since we are adjusting, we Filipinos are adjusting to 2 types of cultures here.
Yes.
The advantage is that Filipinos are very flexible. We are very flexible people. So maybe sometimes it's hard, but we try to adjust. We try to learn how Korean and Japanese cultures are. That one disadvantage of studying with Filipinos is that we try to adjust no matter, not just talking about culture. It also matters on the level of the student. If the student is very low, we go low also. We start from there. If the student is high, has a high level, we also strive to match the level of that student. So teachers here really try their best to learn more, to match with the students' needs. Actually, we don't stop trainings. Every week we continue trainings for teachers. So I think it's one advantage. of coming to school because we learn how
Yeah.
to cater our students more.
Yes.
Mm.
And one more question. Can you send a message to your future student, to Vietnamese student,
Oh,
so that
sure.
the student from Vietnam can come to Seattle and study?
Will I speak to the camera? Okay. I didn't know I was going to be filmed. Okay. Here in Seattle, when you come here, we really cannot promise anything, right? Because when you are learning, it's not just from the teachers.
Yes.
It's also coming from the students. But what we know is that if you come here, you are spending money. You are spending time to be here.
Yeah.
So that means 50% of the learning comes from you already, right? So once you do your part, we really can say that we are doing ours. The teachers here try their best to leave you, or when you go out of this school, they really try their best that for TOEFL you can achieve your target score.
Yes.
For ESL, we try our best that you can communicate in the outside world, right?
Yeah.
So because many students who come here, ESL don't even know how to communicate. Their self-confidence is very low.
Yeah.
So that's what we try to develop in them. Their confidence, and then the ability to communicate with other people,
Yeah.
especially foreigners. So it would be a pleasure for students, especially from Vietnam, to come here, because we haven't really had students from Vietnam.
Yeah.
So it's a change. We will then learn your culture again.
Yeah.
So we will try to adjust with you, and maybe it's also a chance for the teachers to widen our knowledge about people around us, right?
Yeah.
So just that. We can assure, only one thing we can assure is if the student who comes here is very open-minded, willing to learn,
Yeah.
there is a big chance of improvement.
Yeah.
So just that. Yeah.